It's been steady from the Titan, which is not a word you tend to associate with Dirk van Dijvenbode.
140.
You associate him with explosive, powerful, dominant.
80.
Well, it's another savage deflection for Conan Whitehead. It's hard enough beating Dirk van Dijvenbode with 3 darts, let alone 2. That leaves double 18. And that is a 12-darter. That is explosive stuff from Dirk van Dijvenbode. Of these Players' Championship events this year, where he won nearly a third of them. But he's so good,
60.
he is still able to win games, and quite a lot of them. Can he win 7 today to pick up another title? Well, it's been 2.5 years since Conan's played in one of these.
44.
And he'll be wishing it had been a bit longer, because today it has not worked out. Double top, I would imagine, for Dirk. Top right.
60.
He tried it. Match dart missed.
$41.
So to face either Jermaine Wattermain or Ian White. Our next game on the stream. Dirk van Dijvenbode completes the job. 6 legs on the spin, having lost the opener. Conan Whitehead started explosively. In the 19s, now up to the 20s.
98.
Leaves himself the little fish instead of the big fish. May not matter, double 12. It is in.
120.
And so is that. That is brilliant. Back-to-back big finishes from Jermaine Wattermain. That one even better than the last.
$57.
Needs 2 trebles to get to a finish. That's not going to happen. So Ian White
60.
Hammer away. Try and leave himself well placed. $58. Wattermain has looked the more dangerous player, but there's still not much in it. This could swing it.
140.
Because he leaves himself on another finish just over the ton. Does he stay there? I thought he might have stayed on the treble 20.
58.
Couldn't find out with that last dart anyway. The guide looked inviting. But Jermaine, double 16 for another big finish. And he does get another big finish. 1 last 16. Sorry, 2.
42.
He's just missed 2 match darts. He probably gets more. He definitely gets more. Ian White missed the bullseye by quite some distance. Double 4.
28.
Well, the game started with all those missed darts at double. And Jermaine has started missing again. And Ian
43.
White can't punish him. How many more misses will there be from the machine gun?
Game shot.
Well, he does not miss double 1. He eventually gets over the line. Jermaine Wattermain, apart from some finishing at the end there, produced some excellent stuff. Because the big finish... Oh, look at this.
180.
Beautiful from Raymond van Barneveld. Well, there was a little 2-leg spell where Rusty's scoring leapt up and left Raymond van Barneveld
47.
trailing in his dust. But Barney is now the aggressor. He's given the luxury of being able to set that up.
$140.
Well, he's there to try and take advantage if there's a miss.
$28.
And there are 3 misses from Barney. 1 treble required. He's got it. Single 17 to reassert himself in this game. Gives himself a moment.
77.
Misses high. Big, big opportunity. Double one.
No score.
Raymond van Barneveld handing the chance back.
Game
and
shot.
It is gratefully accepted by Rusty Jake Rodriguez. Those 2 darts on the floor in that previous leg for Rusty Jake, have they cost him a chance to win this match?
45.
And if so, are they the only chances he's going to get? Barney with a visit of 45. It's just offering a path to round 2
100.
for Rusty. Back-to-back 45s. Off you go. Rusty Jake Rodriguez powering towards the finishing line.
145.
Tried to hit the 170 to leave double 8, but will get 2 match darts.
100.
Raymond van Barneveld not even on a finish after 5 visits to the board. Rusty Jake Rodriguez, a golden opportunity to beat Barney in his first ever meeting with him. And it's one he takes on double 8. Rusty Jake Rodriguez holds off a fight back from the 5-time world champion. RJR number 3 joining his brother. Like Ivanhoven, but he's struggling to make a dent. There's not even a huge amount in the averages in this game. It's just Niels Zonneveld is consistently
100.
a dart or 2 ahead. And if he continues to finish sufficiently, then this might have whitewash at the end of it.
97.
97 to leave 99. He's not even making it easy for himself, Ivanhoven. Double 8. Double 4.
68.
Well, he does let Ivanhoven have a look at this, but it's not easy. 2 tops. His first darts at double. Well, second and third darts at double in the match, and he's hit them. Fantastic stuff from Mike Ivanhoven. He made it difficult for himself. He's him 2 darts away from winning it, and Ivanhoven goes straight in the 1 segment, and he's going to have to rely on Zonneveld missing.
$40.
Oh, problem. Maybe a solution.
58.
Couldn't solve it on double 11. Match dart missed by Zigzag Zonneveld. Another 16 leaves tops. 1 dart to save himself.
32.
Sail tie. Double 2. Is
Game
there.
shot.
Niels Zonneveld wins it by 6 legs to 1.
$140.
Jermaine. Well, the problem is, even if you hit a treble here, you're not on a finish.
97.
That leaves a bogey number. Now, Dirk van Duijvenbode has a chance here. Even a ton.
93.
Okay, well, it does leave him a finish. It's not an easy one.
100.
Starting on the 18th. Oh dear, well the chance goes straight away as he drags that down into the 4th
80.
segment. Great dart leaves double 4. Double 2.
Game shot.
Jermaine takes his chance. 15 darter. He's 1 leg away.
$180.
Well, it's a 7th 180 for Dirk van Duijvenbode.
105.
But it may not matter because Jermaine Watermainer has left himself 76 after 4 visits to the board. Dirk might need another maximum here.
140.
Well, 140 is good. Is it good enough? Match start, Jermaine. Match start taken. The combination finishing again for Jermaine Watermaina. 3.
Woodhouse has got gears. I really rate him. I like his throw. I think he's just got to
100.
Just got to get that bit more consistent. We can say about so many more players, but I felt last year was a bit of a breakthrough for him. He's always sort of made the worlds and the players got that platform.
55.
Got himself in the Grand Slam last year, so next step naturally try and make the match for the Grand Prix this year. But I've got some serious levels. I feel Luke Woodhouse.
Joe Cullen has beaten Cameron Menzies 6 legs to 4, the number 13 seed, negotiating his path through to the 3rd round or board final.
55.
That's a slip, because Rusty, while he is going to come back to the board, he could be under severe pressure. He's already
62.
under pressure. He's 3-0 down. But this, he's not going double-double, and he's not going to get the treble. So Neil Zonneveld has got a chance here for 4-0 in the double break.
And he's been very efficient on the doubles. Comfortable winner in round 1. And this would put him on the brink of round 3. He's going to find it hard to get in there. Opted to go right.
Game shot.
Does get in there. Brilliant dart from Neil Zonneveld. And it's 4 without reply for Rusty Jake Rodriguez, who came through against...
Zonneveld there went to the 12s because he didn't want to risk
96.
busting his score. It's cost him a match dart, but he will get 2 at tops.
8.
And he could have done with a 3rd.
Chances are, well, I said that. Treble 20. What a shot this would be for Rusty Jake. Just the wrong side. Great effort. Zonneveld had chance already. Here's more for a place in the 3rd round.
Double 10 has been very good to him today, and it's good to him again. Neil Zonneveld, a back-to-back 6-1 performance. First against Mike Kuyvenhoven, then against Rusty Jake Rodriguez.
But still a good visit.
$140.
As is that though from Zonneveld. He got the breaker throw. He won the ball anyway. He's in a great position here. Just being able the luxury of teeing up, as did Jermaine the previous leg. Jermaine can try and apply some pressure.
81.
Hasn't been letting these opportunities slipping by Zonneveld today, and he has on this occasion. 4-1 would be against Kevin Dukes or William O'Connor. It's currently 2 apiece. Gets it, double 8. He's already hit this in the match already.
80.
Hit it there, but it's a big ask for Jermaine. But it's on. It's well and truly on double 12 for Jermaine, and he just pulls inside. First chance against the throw of Zonneveld. He's been feeding on scraps against the darts. This book a place.
Game shot and the match.
Caps off a fine display. He raced away with the early exchanges. He broke early and dominated on his own throw.
Isn't enough level, a shade below 90.
58.
And the Decker looking to restore that 2-break cushion. He stay there. Still stay there.
98.
Opting to switch, and I'm guessing that the dart must have been loose because you stay there to leave 24. But he just felt it wasn't. There was a risk of knocking the dart out the board, but we'll return at 66 to go 1 away from a potential quarterfinal and get a win price.
Yeah, this is huge disappointment, isn't it, for Van der Velde, having got himself back into the contest, having broken the throw of Mike De Decker. De Decker now
46.
Does miss that dart at tops. But he still finds himself chasing in this one with the darts, and you would have felt, having worked so hard, and he wants double 16.
80.
Couldn't quite pin the double 16. He got it in the previous leg. Not on this occasion. De Decker, it's a bit wayward, just having to move along.
Game shot.
On the button, and that is a 5-2 lead, and De Decker will now throw for a place in the last 8. And without being took the early lead. Well, he's been good
95.
today. I don't fancy that, but he trails early doors. Cullen and Joyce 5-all into a decider.
100.
This has been a really enjoyable contest, I have to say. Largely due to the way Van der Velde has
56.
managed to elongate it. But his race may well be run, even though he's going to apply quite an amount of pressure here.
132.
That is a fantastic setup shot for Van der Velde, but it could be too little too late as Mike De Decker looks for tops to seal it. One more dart in hand.
16.
Well, 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 and that could be where the game turns. Jeroen Van der Velde hasn't gone away. He's refused to give in here.
Game
and
shot.
Sends it to a deciding leg. Where but that last treble has probably bought him some time.
134.
He's not showing too many signs of nerves here as he approaches the finishing line, is he? Thinking very clearly indeed. I can confirm Joe Cullen has come through in that decider to get the better of Ryan Joyce.
82.
Van
der Velde will return.
Decker has just got to hope that Jeroen Van der Velde
137
for a spot against Gerwin Prize. Jeroen Van der Velde should get 2 at a double. There's the 18 for double 16 for a place in the quarterfinals.
18.
And he's unable to do so. Mike De Decker, the favour has been returned. You could see heading into this final leg, he was shaking his head. He knew that this should have been wrapped up sooner, but he still has the opportunity. He's been largely the better player throughout this match. Van der Velde has done well to stick in it, and Mike De Decker does manage to get over the line. He's already reached one semi, just going down slightly, still over a ton though. And Joe Cullen will be used to this because so far this year he does have the highest losing average in a Players' Championship event in 2023. It's not really the record you want to have, but he does have it because he lost with a 108.57 in a last 64 match against Scott Waits. Actually averaged 10 points more as Joe Cullen there gets himself back in with that superb 161. Sagansky leaves himself on the checkout that Joe Cullen just took out to get his first leg on the board. Can he follow his opponent? The first dart's there, and the second.
129.
And he decides to set it up. I'd got a bit excited there. I know Joe Cullen isn't on a finish, so it's the sensible thing to do. But we wanted to see the epic, didn't we?
88.
We wanted to see that followed. It could prove to be the spot move if he's able to pin this double 16, which he does. It's a 30. And yet again, with his approach play, meaning
63.
that Joe Cullen, who took out a 161 for his only leg of the game, he may have needed to take that 160 because, again, Sagansky, first shake of the head from him, but he manages to adjust, take out the double 4. And move. Absolutely sublime. His best before this today was a 99 average against Chris Doby, getting the better of him 6-2.
120.
This is absolutely incredible, and he's on 101 after 9. Joe Cullen can have no complaints at all with this because he has just run into a player who's performing the best he has all day, and he could wrap it up in style. And he does exactly that, a 101 out to wrap up the victory. Let's have a look at some of the numbers from this as we see.
6-1 he beat Joe. It's a breakthrough weekend for Sagansky.
60. 45.
Switch there, just trying to force his way through. He's done that well today as well. Zonnevel, particularly on combination finishing. He had a couple of 80 finishes early on when he just felt like he blocked the target. He was just forcing it through with a bit of power. Tried to do that there, but couldn't
60.
So it's looking like we're going to start the match with 4 pretty comfortable holes to throw. Double 16 for the Decker.
Game shot.
It is 2 apiece, and this is a good start in Belgian darts in the minute, and illustrated by the performance of Mike de Decker as well. Zonneveld did the right thing.
76.
Stayed there for a proper double 13, but couldn't get it. Now then, Zonneveld with an opportunity for a bit of daylight. Treble for double on the 14. This is big, and he's not up to the task. That could be a big moment in this match. Let off for Mike de Decker. And there's no more let-offs. 3 apiece. De Decker will be looking on, hoping that there's no big treble. Zonneveld.
58.
Yes, it's a finish, but this is a real chance for Mike de Decker now. Even more so after that first dart. Looking to follow. What a time to get a maximum. And unless Zonneveld takes the 164, are we about to have our first breaker throw? Zonneveld had a couple of opportunities
39.
in leg 6 to lead 4-2. De Decker almost went in the line.
Game shot.
Is a clinical leg from Mike de Decker. 14 darts, a breaker throw, and he leads for the first time in this semi. Put him in a real good position to debut at this year's World Match Play.
95.
But Zonneveld isn't done yet. Look at this. There's so much space.
140.
Fancied that. And he's going to get a go at the 140.
60.
Can de Decker win it in style? Or will Zonneveld hold on in there? He can't find the second treble.
100.
A ton plus finish to complete victory, and he should get a dart. Mike de Decker for a place in the final, and he's in the final. He's had heartache in semis before on 2 occasions. He's fallen at the semi-final hurdle, but he is into today's final. Just the 1 breaker throw.